I want you to halt everything for a minute and listen to me with your entire heart. I see every element of your life, and I know how quickly anxieties and distractions may develop. Because of this, I am asking you to give me your undivided attention right now. I want you to listen to me with your whole heart. Let yourself relax here and allow me to speak directly to the depths of your being. I promise that you will find comfort, hope, and a reminder that you are profoundly loved. I hear you when you ask yourself how you truly feel, and I notice those feelings. I have words for you that are more precious than anything that weighs on your mind. I see the shadows of concern, anxiety, and sadness that have sought to settle in your heart, but I am here now drawn near to quiet the turbulence in your soul. Allow me to breathe fresh life into your heart. I see the times when you struggle to grasp the feelings that are spinning inside you. Weary soul, allow me to relieve the burden from your shoulders so that you may experience the tranquility that can only be found in my presence. Each time you choose to remain in my presence, you open your heart a little bit more to the serenity that I have prepared for you, a calm that is beyond anything you have ever experienced, ever known. Give me your heart because it is precious in my eyes, and let me hold it carefully in my hands like a delicate treasure. I never want to cause harm, and when I speak, I do so with purpose. I never want to mislead or break my promises. My words bring light and healing, and my voice mends the cracks in my heart. I am the same one who created the heavens, who separated the seas, and who spoke life into existence. And now I extend that same power to you to refresh your mind and restore your hope each morning when you wake up. I have been faithful throughout the ages, and I continue to be loyal now. When you come to me at the beginning of your day, you will find a wellspring of joy that will sustain you through every challenge. I love you, and I want you to let that settle in and bring you warmth. This love is not a remote or conditional love. Rather, it is unlimited, personal, and it is all-encompassing. I know that you have heard this truth before, and it is possible that you believe it in theory, but I want you to feel it deep within your heart. I am your creator, the one who fashioned your soul to reflect my love, grace, and compassion. When I say I love you, I want you to feel it. I am saying that I accept you, that I appreciate you, that I lead you, that I forgive you, and that I celebrate the beauty that is inside you. I want you to allow yourself to believe it once again so that you may rediscover what it is to be loved by me with all of your heart. You are never forgotten, and I never lose sight of you. You, nor give up on you for a minute. My eyes are always fixed on you, and my hands are holding you with gentle care, even when the challenges of life cause you to question whether or not anyone is seeing your sorrow. I am right there with you. I keep you safe within my everlasting embrace. I want you to develop a sense of self-assurance that your way forward is safe because I am watching over you. I am completely dedicated to your well-being, regardless of how many unknowns lie ahead. You can depend on me as your guide because I am aware of every aspect of your trip. Every morning when you wake up is an invitation to sense my presence with you. You may not always be able to see how I move in your life, but you may take comfort in the knowing that I am always there. I enjoy when I hear your voice directed toward me. When you begin your day with words of gratitude and an attentive attitude, take a deep breath and keep in mind that I am surrounding you with love. When how I listen closely to every concern and yearning you express, and I promise that I will react in ways that reward you. I adore it when you pray for your family and others you care about, because family is the most important thing in the world. Is my gift. I made human relationships to be a mirror of divine fellowship. When you come to me, concentrating on what really matters, people's hearts and souls, it shows you understand how my heart beats. I want you to remain in my life. I want you to stay with me. You may come to me when worry is looming huge and when it seems as though every road is barred. I give methods that you can come to me, anchored in what is eternal, not in little diversions that promise no permanent fulfillment. Keep bringing your problems to me. Keep believing that I hear and that I care. May never see on your own. I do not want you to live hostage to a storm of worry. If you have put your confidence in me, then you know that I will never fail you. The future may seem unpredictable, but my words are always true. Remember what I have said over you. But my words are always true. Remember what I have said over your life. Store it in the safest vaults of your life. I do not want you to live in a state of anxiety. I have rescued you from perils that you were unable to bear on your own. I have safeguarded you from adversaries and spared you from the valley of death. I have extended my hand to you. Heart, let my promises shine like a lamp that guides your road. Reflect on what I have done for you previously. You should put your anxieties into my care and let go of the load of attempting to settle everything in your own strength. Trust me, when you felt like there was no way out, and when you were at your lowest point, I showed my power and wrought the miracle. That same power is still available to you today. In order to continue performing miracles on your behalf, I possess the answer to every issue, even the ones you haven't even mentioned. Bring your heart to me in confidence and leave your worries, dreams, uncertainties, and sorrows into my competent hands. Hands I watch over you day and night, never sleeping or losing sight of you. No power can take you from my hold. Despair has no legitimate home in your soul. Because I love you, I want your spirit to be free from heaviness, so that you may sing and dance with joy. I see you when tears stream from your eyes. I see how your knees bend in prayer, and I watch how your lips create petitions for assistance on behalf of your loved ones. You often bring the hardships of others to my attention while asking for nothing in return. I see you when you are unburdened by fear. In return, I am profoundly affected by your dedication and gratitude. Each and every second that you spend praising me and thanking me for the benefits that have been bestowed upon you is a priceless act of worship. I treasure the humility that you have inside your heart. As a result of your loyalty, I am opening doors for you. I am arranging benefits that are far beyond your conception, even when you don't directly ask for anything. I have made up my mind to honor you. You need not be afraid if an obstacle attempts to impede your progress. My hands hold your destiny, and my strength is unstoppable. You will achieve the objectives that I have set for you. Cling firm to a real and honest faith. Seek me each morning, and as your eyes meet the new day, may praise and thanksgiving be the first words that tumble from your lips. Refuse to let go of the good gifts that I have planned for you. Have planted in your heart. No one can take the excellent gifts that I have designed for you. I want you to perceive my goodness and my beautiful intentions for you. I want you to train yourself to see the abundance of opportunities I am bringing your way. I will give you the supernatural ability to understand and discern beyond the immediate horizon. I want you to train yourself to see the abundance of opportunities I am bringing your way. Your life, I am aware that you have been through a lot of difficult situations recently, and it might be perplexing when these experiences continue to occur. However, I want you to believe what I am telling you right now. No harm will ever befall you permanently, and I will not allow shame to reign over you. You will prevail. It is time to walk with confidence, knowing your real identity. You are my beloved child. You are not alone in this war. Nothing in heaven or on earth can prevail against you when you stand under the covering of my protection. Every plot that comes against you and every threat will disperse. It is time to walk with confidence. I have set mountains in front of you, but by the confidence that I have placed in you, those mountains will move. Speak with conviction and pray without hesitation, for I am your presence. You are called to conquer in every arena of life. Never regard yourself as a failure. You are not defeated. Embrace your victory, and the one who responds to you will march forward in resiliency. Your heart will be fueled by my strength. There is no room for sadness or hopelessness in the soul I have redeemed. Yes, I recognize the heartbreak you feel for certain family issues that weigh upon you. Sometimes, some of the best way to heal is to take a step back for a while. It is all right to give yourself a moment of silence to enable my Holy Spirit to care to the wounds and offer solace where you cannot. You were never designed to stay forever in sadness. I made you to be a person who is going through a season of giving everything to me and practicing rest, prayer, and quiet thought. I will cradle you even when you feel like you have nothing left to give. When you believe you can't take another step, I will step in to carry you. Embrace life to the fullest, not just to suffer it. Struggle and tears are a part of the human journey, but they are not your last dwelling place. In the future, you were intended to live in triumph. Your heart is priceless and radiates innocence. It is my hope that the light of hope shines upon you, making your face glow and attracting others into the warmth of that light. I want your smile to shine once again, fueled by the power of hope. Because of the happiness that you discover in me, you should always keep in mind that you are my child, created as a living testament of my love throughout your whole life. I have done miracles to demonstrate the extent of my concern for you, and I will continue to accomplish marvels not because you deserve them. However, since you are more important to me than you are able to comprehend, I have been pressing you day after day, reminding you that there is no more time to fall into despondency. There is no room for retreat, and you are my arrow that slices through the harshest winds. Building new paths into the lands I've promised, I am revealing to you a deeper knowledge of your calling. You are not just an individual soul. You are a part of a lineage, a generational blessing that will change lives that have not yet been born. Do not be worried if at the time you are experiencing a level of anxiety that is beyond your control. Do not lose heart because of the blows you have received. Everything serves a higher purpose, and I control it all. Your attitude counts. The faith you live by and the principles you have will elevate you to greater heights. You feel as if the world has neglected you. I am there, but I also reside within your heart, and my benefits are not far away. Realms, if you get tired, feast on my word, and let Scripture become your nutrition. Bow in prayer when you feel weak, and you will be clothed with fresh vigor. Lift your eyes to the sky and wonder, because I am there, but I also dwell within your heart. Are you close to waiting for the day when you will truly trust me? Whatever mountain of issues you have in front of you is collapsing right now. Raise your voice. Do you believe me? Do you love me? If you do, then watch as I act powerfully in your circumstances. I give you 3 options. I have never planned to punish you or take pleasure in your pain. Rather, my intention has always been to prosper you, to pour kindness onto your life, and to fill you with joy. I invite you to put your soul into complete peace by first giving me your whole heart without fear or hesitation. Abundant joy, but I can only accomplish this in its entirety if your heart is surrendered and devoted to me. Every day doubts will come at you, and spiritual battles will break out, but my written word will serve as an anchor for your faith if you commit to it wholeheartedly, and if you allow it to guide you rather than following the world's lead. If you hold back and only give me a little part of yourself, your faith will not have a strong foundation, and the storms will transport you to areas of confusion and discouragement that you do not have to suffer. However, if you offer me just a small part of yourself, you will be solidly established. Therefore, in the midst of such upheaval, surrender your heart to me completely and have complete confidence in my unflinching devotion. This will ensure that your faith does not waver each time a challenge presents itself. Choose now and make the decision to give me your life and your destiny for all eternity. Know that each new day will become a chance for us to walk together in the mountains, an eternal relationship between you and me, in which we share the delights of life in heaven's mysteries. Much more is waiting for you than you can ever imagine, and many new blessings will appear in your way. Blessings that bring unity and deeper love to your family. Blessings that pursue you wherever you go for those who align themselves with you. Individuals with my aim, the conclusion is never defeat. Rather, it is victory upon victory, ending in everlasting life. Secondly, I would like to invite you to express gratitude with a sincere heart and to reflect on the blessings you have received in the past, in the present, and in the future. Consider the apparently little things that might brighten your day, such as the smile of a friend, the laughing of a kid, the words of consolation from a loved one, or the beauty of a dawn. These are all examples of the tokens of my care that are causes for you to keep going forward, even when you feel as if you have nothing. Keep in mind that thankfulness is a strong emotion that may rip away the veil that is preventing you from recognizing the benefits that are all around you. The horizon open, exposing hidden treasures of hope, which remind you that you are never alone and that you are a true spirit of God. Because gratitude has the power to free you from the shackles of hopelessness, it purifies your vision so that you can appreciate what I have done, and it prepares your heart to receive what I am about to do. Let every breath be a prayer of thanksgiving. Thank me when you feel joy, and thank me when sorrow weighs heavy upon you, because that simple act of sincere gratitude can break the chains of hopelessness. Gratitude can spark a miraculous transformation. It alters your perspective, pointing you back to me, the source of all good things. A thankful soul is fertile ground for flirting, easing faith, Third, share this message of hope with others. You might see people around you laughing on the surface, but their souls are aching. They may be on the verge of despair and struggling to find a reason to keep going. Offer them the love that you have found. Tell them about the difference that my presence has made in your life. Speak of the peace that has engulfed your heart when you least expected it, and show them a love that exudes compassion, generosity, and a sense of responsibility. I want you to know that I heard your prayer last night, the one you whispered through tears before drifting off to sleep. You felt so vulnerable. Your mind was tangled in worries, and you asked me to supply you with forgiveness as you pour out love. In return, you will find yourself surrounded by my peace, prosperity, and blessing. I want you to know that I heard your prayer. Bravery, strength, and serenity to face what comes ahead. Look at you now, awake with a new morning and already feeling a renewed vigor in your spirit. You stand erect, braver than you were before, poised to face any obstacle that dares to come against you. What in the past sparked fear in you has been replaced by courage, strength, and serenity. I have planted courage in you, and where you formerly felt timidity, I have planted boldness. You used to cower at the first hint of trouble, but now you spring up firm and resolute, ready to win in my name. Continue to go forward, because the power that has brought you thus far comes from me. I instill in you a continuous need to triumph over challenges. I want you to recognize my power in your life, because the strength that has brought you this far comes from me. Even if 1,000 giants stand in your way, they will never be able to outmatch my power. Raise your perspective, change your eyes from your difficulties to me, and let your thoughts dwell on my promises. Although it may appear big, keep in mind that nothing is more important than the one who stands beside you. I will never abandon you, and my promise remains through every season and trial. I am your champion who goes before you, and my presence in your life is like a fortress defending you against every resistance. The triumph is guaranteed because I am your word, which is firm ground. My truth has been established in your heart, and there is no place for fear to take root. Simply need to stay steady, trusting, and wholeheartedly, allowing my love to strengthen your movements, and returning to me at the end of each day. Let's chat again beneath the calm of the night, and I will refill what has been depleted, encourage you once more, and give you a boost. Special blessing for your faithfulness. March forward, beloved. In the power of my spirit, you may have to fight battles, but you will never lose, because I am the one who strengthens you. Even though you may face pressures on the outside, you will remain unshaken on the inside. My love establishes your worth. My promises illuminate your path, and I will never let you down. Through all of them, you will come to the realization that with me, nothing is impossible. Instead of acting on instinct or haste, let faith be your guide. I choreograph everything in perfect time. I am preparing situations in such a way that when the precise moment comes, you will have no problem receiving mine. I am providing you with patience until that time comes, teaching you not to hurry into decisions, not to let your emotions control you, and resisting the impulse to go ahead of yourself without my direction. There are certain choices that need the quiet clarity of communion with me, and I do not want you to rush into them. I see your heart and how easily it may be persuaded by voices from the outside world. Listen for my voice, which is steady and sure.
I am telling you simply that yes, I will assist you in waiting a little longer, and you will see my hand. I want to see you entangled in new burdens or illusions. You will soon see your life glistening with the light of my grace. I am breaking every chain that has shackled your spirit and every barrier that has prevented you from living. Move in a manner that is unmistakable. Be wary with entanglements of debt or ill-advised relationships. Guard your future from unneeded chains. Freely, then you and I will jointly construct a new route together, a path where your faith will be totally in me. For the time being, keep it quiet in your heart and share your intentions sparingly. There are those who could mock or discourage you, reminding you of previous failures, and certainly, for you build hopes on. Sands of your own desire and storms washed them away, but that was then. Now you are building on them.
Solid foundation of my truth, and you will stand firm. You lost time before you poured out energy and hope on ventures, and I was not guiding you along the way. Discouragement crept in like a thief. You will witness success in what you do as long as you continue to trust on me. You will see doors swing open where none existed before. Problems that you previously felt were unavoidable will be resolved effected by my sovereign will. However, the season has changed. I have refreshed your heart. With my favor upon you, you will discover that even those in positions of authority will respond with kindness. Those who were once opposed to you will no longer have the desire to harm you. Some will be in awe of the grace that shines from your life. Do not be afraid of what humanity can do. Remain faithful to me, and I will envelop you in honor and glory. If you keep your eyes on my holiness and my commands, then no one will be able to defeat you. If your enemies plot against you, they will be scattered, and others will flee without explanation because they are unable to withstand the power that is protecting you. You will be able to stand in peace while chaos passes you by, because I am your constant companion. My words are sufficient to cure you, and the supernatural energy that comes from my lips carries the power of life. I understand how you sometimes feel unworthy of inviting me completely into your house and heart, but know that you are humble enough to do so. I am guiding you from one victory to another. I wish not only to enter the walls of your house, but also to reside intimately inside your heart. There I will engrave my promises that provide wholeness. There I will break any bond. In other words, your attitude and your faith bring me closer than you know. That restrains you and removes all anxieties. I will quiet the voices that fuel your concern at my command. Everything in heaven and on earth obeys, and my voice still echoes. With majesty, I speak openly because I want you to live with true freedom, and I want you to be able to live your life without fear. Assurance, I want you to know that you have a future that is filled with hope and is not clouded by perpetual hardship. When you spend time in my presence, your heart realizes that I am totally real, that my love is palpable, and that my power surrounds you. This is the inheritance I have for you. If you hear my voice today, allow faith to rise in your spirit and grab hold of the power that I have prepared for you. It is waiting for you to be able to embrace my healing, my transformation, and my Spirit's anointing. Offer a new identity that is free from condemnation. You live in a world that is full of problems, but you should remember that this world has already been defeated. You are my beloved child, and I have promised you victory. They are yours even now,
So reject the falsehood that you must stay bound by errors or regrets from the past. I know the silent tears you've wept through every difficulty, the emptiness that sometimes pierces your soul, and that deep, unsaid aching is the desire of your spirit to be closer to me. You miss me, even when you are unable to articulate that yearning your spirit has for me. I want you to be thirsty for my company, because I made you to blossom when you walk hand in hand with me. Sometimes you feel as if life is slipping through your fingers. You see your loved ones floating away. Your hopes are fading. Let me reassure you that you should come to me, for at my place side there is a fountain of blessing, and you should allow that living water to flow over your mind and heart, washing away the despair and refreshing you so that you never again thirst for fleeting comforts. Your faith has not been in vain, and my word is sufficient to revive you and speak healing over your deepest wounds. You have opened your door, and I have come to you.
You are aware that I see your head stooped low, looking for a glimpse of hope. I plan to remain a shield for your house and for everyone you love, dear. I will shower you with more kindness than you could ever conceive. I will shower you with more than you could ever think. I hope that this is the reason I reach out to you. I cannot bear to see you walk aimlessly without of any sense of purpose or inspiration. I am your Father, always close by and never far away. Sometimes you forget how close I am, but if you reach out, you will find my hand ready to raise you up. I realize that the world may be cruel. When you were a youngster, you had wide-eyed wonder and dreamed of the world. I want to travel through your deepest thoughts with you and untangle the tangles of dread. Tell me what you are scared of and why you feel the desire to give up on the life that I have set before you. Finest that life could give you presented your pleasant grin, only to be met with lies and treachery in return over the course of time. Your trust corroded, your laughter darkened, and your drive to keep going decreased. It appeared as if my presence was far away, but I have never been distant, I know you. All the pleasures and sorrows that are woven throughout your being, each bruise upon your spirit, and just as I name every star in the sky, I am aware of every hurt that has ever touched your heart. We speak the same language of love, and I am aware of exactly what will bring you solace. Please allow me to take your hand as we travel. I want to show you a world where you are deeply loved, where you wear the clothes of royalty, where your name is revered, a place where every minute of your day is seen and understood, and where your soul is fed and nourished. This location is real, even if you cannot see it with your normal eyes. It is the place you hold in my heart. In my heart, you discover your genuine self, not the one that the world attempts to mold you into. You are my child developed, nurtured, and restored to the purpose for which I made you. Never forget that in the most magnificent place in the world, you have an irreplaceable seat. No battle can remove you from that seat, and no condemnation can take it away from you. That seat is and always will be yours. In my image, you are destined for more than you can ever conceive. Kept for you in my own heart, no shaking of the universe can remove you. No voice of condemnation can force you out. My heart is your eternal home, your sanctuary in every time of weakness or uncertainty. You are not vanquished. I see you standing still. I see you standing still. In spite of the challenges you face, you continue to have faith in the truths that I have said over you, and that steadfast belief infuses your soul with supernatural power. Nothing can defeat you if you cling to me and allow my words to reverberate in your thoughts. You are mine, and you belong beneath me. Your triumphs are woven into my word, and my protection, my brilliant sword of truth, shields you. Look into the mirror of my promises, and you will see how profoundly loved you are in my sight. Your hardest battles frequently come from within, from your own actions. Whirling moods, one day you feel certain and secure, and the next you feel unsettled. But you are not defined by transitory sentiments. You are rooted by faith. Do not measure yourself by the enormity of your challenges. Believe in my sovereignty even on the days when you make mistakes. You will not have to face perpetual grief. Your loved ones will be healthy, and as the days go by, you will continue rising toward the dreams that I placed in you from the beginning. Yes, you may sometimes feel exhausted. This is natural. If you stay open to my grace, you will be able to change the things that you regret into something positive. Feeling overwhelmed when life throws you blow after blow, issues might loom like thick darkness, and it may seem as though your way is lost. But you never walk alone. Even in the darkest night, my hand has a tight grasp on you. Do not be afraid, little one, for I am here to help you. Father will never let you go cry forth your faith in me, repeating that you rest comfortably in my arms. Remember that I alone am the healer of wounds, the supply of every need, the custodian of your future. I watch you and your home with steadfast love. Even now, my presence is all around you. You have been looking for me with your heart bent low, mindful of your need, and I have responded by filling you with newfound hope. Allow my words to permeate you and allow them to drive away the tension that you held the day before. As you walk in faith, you will accomplish this. Even if you cannot see me with your physical eyes, you will feel my spirit illuminating your path. Trust the miracles I am arranging behind the scenes in your life and family, and allow me to lead your steps so that you may experience my nearness more than ever before, that we may go together down a route that is fashioned by my loving will, that the storms will quiet down and the oceans will become placid at the sound of my voice, that you are clothed in a cloak of safety, that you are a haven where harm cannot reach you, and that you sleep with a heart that is at rest, despite being terrified of the silent dangers that exist in the world. In the night, even if the turmoil of the world becomes louder, do not allow it to drown out my voice. Stay close to me and never let go of my hand. Every dawn, I offer you new chances to learn, to develop, and to love. Let go of the burdens of the past. You should not carry them any farther, because they are an unneeded burden that hinders your ability to accept fresh benefits. You should also consider the words you utter, because they have power. You should not use them to hurt yourself or others via reckless speech. When the adversary attempts to convince you that you cannot change and that your narrative cannot be altered, remember that it is possible for whole families to fall apart and for innocent souls to be driven to despair. Instead, let your words be smart and helpful, and fill your surroundings with optimism. You are not an exception. Welcome me into every element of your life, including your money, relationships, and emotional well-being, and watch as I do more than you could have ever imagined. I specialize in achieving impossible things. I change people's hearts. I rewrite endings, and I beam light into the darkest places. It is possible that this will not be an easy task, but you are not alone. My hand will pull you up, my voice will guide you, and my spirit will strengthen you. I love you, and I will always want the best for you. The miracle that you are hoping for is completely within my reach. Remember the price that I paid for it. I have suffered scorn and violence so that you may get healing and restoration. I have gone through heartache caused by others, but I have experienced the ultimate suffering to provide you release from judgment and oppression. I have walked to the cross for you, and it was not in vain. If you allow the immensity of my sacrifice to remodel your mind and rejuvenate it, you will discover that hope sprouts where despair previously attempted to control, where you once felt suffocating sadness, and where you will find an insatiable desire to live with purpose. Where guilt remained, you will find the freedom that comes with forgiveness. Love yourself enough to accept my forgiveness. I erased your faults a long time ago. Offer me your heart again. Take in the depth of my word. Let your eyes see what I have to offer you. I want you to learn to view the world through the lens of my truth and to move on with bravery, teaching others to do the same. This will allow many others to understand how I can operate in a humble and trusting soul. I have plentiful spiritual treasures for you, and they are not useless trinkets. However, everlasting treasures welcome them in a peaceful and humble manner, allowing thankfulness to grow your ability to receive. Some people in your immediate environment may have doubts about the extreme alteration I have planned, but in a short time, your life will testify to a deep transformation that the cynics will be able to see. Astounded by the unwavering resolve and grace that you exhibit, they will notice your unwavering happiness despite the challenges that you face. They will wonder how you found such peace, and you will point them to me, demonstrating that I am the source of your strength, the wellspring of your serenity. Give me your heart, and do it right now. I will fill it with a pleasure that is greater than any grief. I will give you the capacity to overcome once and for all those habits and difficulties that have tormented you from infancy. You already feel the hold they've had on you, but know that I have loved you all along just as you are. I will give you the strength to conquer once and for all. While I am leading you higher toward a destiny of victory, you are intended to be a light for others who are still floundering in darkness. You are supposed to be an example of how my will can be done even in delicate vessels like yourself. It may be difficult to accept such incredible spiritual abundance. The gifts I bring you are not empty illusions, but rather a deeper connection to my heart. Accept them, for you were meant to be strong, illuminating my love into the world around you. In the future, there will be changes that will rearrange some elements of your life, but they are a part of my plan to bring forth new life, new possibilities, and greater trust in me. I am your very life. Allow me to demonstrate that I am capable of molding you completely beyond recognition, so that those who once knew you will exclaim who you are. Are you now? They will be amazed by the strength and grace that you display, but you will know that it is because you gave me complete permission to transform you. If only you could see the spiritual wonders that I am unveiling, I invite you to humble your heart in order to welcome the fullness of my love that is transforming you, and to stand firm as I transform you.
I am not using these words to glorify you with hollow flattery. Rather, I am speaking them to emphasize the reality that your existence has value and that you are capable of more than you think. This is because my strength is made perfect in your weakness, and my favor rests upon you there. There is no limit to what I am capable of doing through a heart that is willing to trust and obey me. I am the source of your life, your breath, and every moment. Dare to believe, and you will witness how my divine power and mercy rewrite your tale. Do you feel that wave of peace filling you from the inside? The load you've been carrying is lifted, your steps suddenly seem lighter, and you are filled with renewed energy. Stand up and press ahead. You cannot give up at this point. The warmth flood. Breathe out.
Heaviness, and inhale the serenity. The brink of breakthrough, despite the fact that storms rage and winds blow, despite the fact that waves crash, you will not be thrown over, because I will protect you beneath my wings. I am intimately familiar with the experience of suffering, and I am aware of what it is like to be deceived. Believe me when I say that I see you. I see your tears, your concealed sighs, and your quiet prayers. I will never condemn your times of weakness, because my sympathy for you runs deep within me. I know what it is to be wounded to your core physically, emotionally, and spiritually. I know what it means to be hurt to your core. The night is ended, and the morning of hope has arrived in your life. All of the negativity that was previously whispered in your ear can no longer keep you hostage when intrusive thoughts attempt to seep in. There is no condemnation, simply an offer of assistance. Let my light drive away any dark notion that persists. On this very day, I will infuse you with fresh joy. I will extend your faith so that you may envision new horizons. I will give you a revitalized hope, and I will anchor your spirit in my love. Pronounce my name and announce that you are secure inside my love. Keep your thoughts anchored in my promises. Truth that is unchanging, I give you a dream that is so vivid that it inspires you to keep going no matter who disapproves of you. Do not spend time attempting to convince those who ridicule your conviction, since their hearts may be hardened by skepticism. Your purpose is not to dispute, but rather to shine your light and walk fearlessly on the route that I have placed before you. Those who mock you now have chosen their own destiny, but you have chosen mine, which is the way of blessing, and that path goes directly to victory when loneliness attempts to draw you down. Remember my promise that you will always have me by your side. I will send partners in due season who will encourage you and share your vision. In the meanwhile, adhere to the reality that you are worthy, valued, and treasured. I focus my attention on you in this moment. You may find it difficult to wait, particularly when you are concerned about what could occur in the future, but I warn you not to torment yourself with nervous conjecture. The days that are to come will bring you benefits that you have longed for a very long time. I am never late, and my timing is perfect. If you already have a plan to accomplish the impossible in your life, believe that I will fulfill my promise. If you are having trouble sleeping due to the unknowns, give me your responsibilities. It is not my desire for you to suffer through each day, paralyzed by fear of the future. Fulfill your head held high and offer me your problems. On my love and not your own worries. If panic attempts to devour you, speak directly to it. Announce that you will not be dominated by terror, and assert that you trust in the one who saved Ed Seas from death, cured sicknesses, and triumphed against Death Watch. I do not expect you to stay wrapped in grief. The hardships of this world will continue, but my presence assures that you have a sanctuary of peace and comfort. As those anxieties fade away, watch as clarity returns and your heart starts to rejoice. You have permission to appreciate the simple joys that life has to offer. Reassurance, I whisper my direction, urging you to wait or push on. I lay my hand upon your shoulder as a symbol that I am here when enemies appear. You will discover astonishing reservoirs of courage. You will not collapse or be devoured by their threats. You will instead watch as they threaten you to do so. Continue to believe. Keep your spirit open to my voice, and return to the foundation of my scriptures, which is the place where you discover my heart exposed. Hide those truths in your heart so that you are able to be successful no matter what comes your way. I change the weapons that have been made against you into your stepping stones toward victory. I want you to have complete assurance that you are secure in my arms. I am uttering these words to fan the embers of faith that are already present inside you into a blazing flame that cannot be extinguished by anything. Since you have made it this far, so do not give up now. Adversity, please breathe in my presence, my darling child, and allow it to infuse every part of your being with irrepressible hope. My love for you is unwavering. Remind yourself of the times I have saved you in the past. Recollect how I turned hopeless situations around, and reflect on the tears that I have dried up. The near-death experiences I avoided, the weights I removed that you thought you'd have to bear forever today as well. I am with you. I am your shield, your fortress, your loyal friend. There is no need to carry the baggage of your previous failures. My compassion overcomes every flaw. Let my kindness outshine your shortcomings. The bravery you submitted to me become channels through which I pour my divine strength. Renew yourself and speak hope to yourself. The times when you feel helpless are the very moments when my power is exhibited most powerfully. Live bravely for the one who is in your life. You are able to conquer any mountain and survive any valley with me. Remember to celebrate tiny wins. Every step forward is progress, even if you occasionally step back. I remain. The same one who resurrected the dead, divided the seas, and calmed the storms is the same one who resides in you. The process of development is a process, and I cheer you on at every level. I am not only observing from a distance, I actively engage in guiding you and injecting you with bravery. Your challenges do not disqualify you because of my grace. I am urging you to go on without being too harsh on yourself. Has an infinite supply, continue to have faith in me, and continue to believe that I am molding. Maintain your steadfastness in the vision that I have implanted in your heart through each and every challenge. Your abilities, your aspirations, and your passions have been choreographed with perfect insight. Follow where I lead, even if it means you will be disappointed. Allows you to let go of old habits and routines. Change might be intimidating, but know that I am here to help. Stroll in front of you when you're getting ready to go. Surrender your schedule to I have a more positive outlook. My plans are more effective, and my timing is more accurate. Totally flawless. You will see in hindsight that every delay and detour had a specific reason. Allow joy to be your constant companion. Rejoice not in the situation that is superficial, but in the constant knowledge that I love you forever. Laugh freely, worship with all of your heart, and create beauty as a result of the talents I have bestowed upon you. Let the gleam in your eyes to serve as proof of my presence inside you. I promise that grief will not remain. Even when tears are streaming down your face, you are my forever, because my happiness triumphs in the end. Never hopeless, I am familiar with and have a good understanding of each layer, and I always keep them as a cherished testament. You are never disqualified from my grace because of your faults in the past. To your path, no matter what the present or the future may bring, none of these things can ever separate you from my love. I see your potential. I see things far more clearly than you do. Watch as I transform your challenges into stepping stones. Watch as I take ownership of your situation, limited resources, and increase them. And watch as I bring out a harvest from seeds that you forgot you had sown while you were learning about them. To take pleasure in the method, the outcomes will be superior than your highest hopes, and you do not need to be concerned about this. In regard to how you seem to other people, you should only seek my favor, which you already possess. Hold your shoulders back, unafraid of the person I have formed you to be, and bear my burdens with you. Imprint, despite the fact that the world may evaluate achievement based on ephemeral criteria, your value is guaranteed in me. Thus, you should be strong and do not be afraid, because I am always with you no matter where you go. Now, let your soul to breathe. If you feel that hope rising up inside of you once again, it is my gift to you. Continue to let me the words that will reverberate and dig deeper than your anxieties. Allow them to overpower your uncertainties, overcome any negativity, and destroy any insecurities you have with every truth that you embrace. Serves as a stronghold in your thoughts, and you should concentrate on my unchanging character. I am the God who never changes, whose love cannot be conquered by human frailty, and sure, there will be times when you fall. Your sadness and bewilderment are not going to stop me from picking you up, but I will never hesitate to do so. The commitment I have made to you, the unwavering ambition I have for you, and the promise I have made to finish that I began something good in you, and I want you to remember that you should reflect on it every morning at sunrise. Sunset, if you ever find yourself in a state of weakness, I will be here to help you get back on your feet. Please take one more step, my darling, and keep your gaze fixed on the horizon of my promises. Nothing is beyond redemption when it comes to me. Under my guidance, the family dispute that you fear may be handled, and the financial constraints that you are experiencing can be alleviated. It is via my sage advice that the void in your heart may be filled by my ever-present presence. All you need to do is keep your fingers crossed. If you look into my eyes with an open heart, you should not undervalue what I am able to achieve for you. Speaking life over yourself and affirming that you are chosen, loved, forgiven, and powerful is a mirror, overflowing with divine purpose. You should line your statements with mine, and then see how your self-assurance rises without being based on human factors. In the presence of pride, yet firmly rooted in my truth, you will see the dissolution of impediments and the restoration of relationships. I want to urge you to keep living, because you will find new hope sprouting in corners that you perceive to be forlorn. From a position of heavenly anticipation, I would want to respect the faith that prays to you, Father, will be carried out notwithstanding the fact that the result may not be immediately apparent in my realm. With faith, blessings may be unlocked, and with trust, doors that were previously closed can be opened. You are learning to trust my heart, not only my hand. You are coming to the realization that I am more than simply someone who can fix problems. You can count on me because I am your best friend, your ultimate advisor, and your ideal refuge. We'll learn that my grace is sufficient for every curve on the path, every high and every low, and yes, you will feel the pang of my grace. Despite the fact that I will utilize it to educate you, shape you, and sketch you, I will still be disappointed. You are cradled in every way by my fatherly care, my compassion, and my tenderness, which are closest to me. Wait on me throughout every season, whether it is a drought or a high tide, and you will not be put to shame. Be convinced of your belovedness on this day, and let your heart rest in the knowledge that I rejoice over you. I am the one who has brought you joy. Take pleasure in yourself, creator of galaxies, and do not fail to see the worth that you possess. Not turn to other people for acceptance, since they are unable to provide it to you in its entirety. My arms contain all the you are in need of acceptance, affirmation, and love at this moment. Hold these words close to your heart. Keep them as your lullaby when the night falls. Keep them as your morning melody when the day becomes chaotic, and keep them as your melody when the day becomes chaotic. A song that serves as a reminder that you are rising with a purpose and that my voice is still speaking over you. You are mine, and I will not let you go. I have carved you out. I said again, I want to keep your name on my heart because I love you, and I want your everlasting good as well as the growth of faith and hope. Bloom, let love thrive, and keep your eyes open for the wonders that I will do in their lives. If you take my hand and walk with me through life, you will see how each piece of the jigsaw fits together, transforming into a design that is more magnificent than anything you could have ever imagined. May peace, your spirit should relax, and your heart should be receptive to this ultimate invitation. Stay near to me every day in my thoughts. You will continue to uncover more of my love, grace, and astonishing power as you continue to learn about me. Whenever you find yourself in a difficult situation, take a deep breath and allow my words to flood your head. Every step is guided by a torch. If you trip, don't hide in shame. Instead, raise your eyes and I will help you, will assist you in standing, and if you let each instant to be a conversation with me, you will experience you are beautiful, treasured, and hugged dearly, and you provide joy that may alter even the darkest hour. Allow these realities to serve as a continual reminder to you that no matter what, I am here for you. I engulf you in love here. You are secure, you are whole, and you are more than you could ever imagine. I vow that my love and mercy will transform me into a victor via my limitless power, will be with you for the whole of your life, and we will both live together in an indescribable joy for all of eternity. I strongly encourage you to continue your search for me with all of your heart, because I have wonderful things for you. I have laid out a way for you to follow, and there is a lot more in store for you than you could ever dream or think. In my time, you will walk into a world that is crafted just for your talents, your personality, and your narrative. Impossible satisfaction, not because you have worked hard to achieve it, but because I have worked hard to get it. I have made the decision to shower you with my love and to allow my words to penetrate your soul, bringing every desire that has died to life and setting the seeds for new visions that will come to happen will grow under my careful care. I am amazed at how attentive you have been to my concerns. Opening your heart to accept this message, continue to appreciate it, think on it, and allow it to influence the choices you make. Trust my voice above the din of a world that often doesn't listen to you and follow where I lead. This confusion between noise and truth is caused by my knowledge, which cuts through the turmoil and leads you to cherish the connection that we have with one another and speak to me about the location of serenity and purpose. I want you to know that I am completely engaged in your well-being, and I want you to know that I welcome you, my lovely child, to come deeper, dig your roots even farther into my love, and I will show you all there is to see. My mercy will heal the wounded areas in your spirit, allowing you to let go of your expectations and experience a grace that you have never seen before. I would want to use this opportunity to wow you with the fantastic way in which I am able to tie everything together for positive life expectation, not of disaster, but of blessing. View yourself as I see you, that you have been redeemed and healed. I am your God, your loving Father, and I announce with absolute conviction that I am resplendent with my presence at your side. The belief that you are mine, the surrender to my love on a daily basis, the walking in humility and trust, and the watching as I raise you above any difficulty. Now, with restored confidence, bring this with you wherever you find yourself. Is there a spark of hope inside your heart? Let this light flare for others to see and remember forever. Assuming that these words have communicated to the depths of your being how profoundly and irreversibly you are loved, your spirit, I encourage you to maintain your connection with me and to keep developing your faith. I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to the channel so that we may travel this path together, hand in hand, and with my love always guiding us. Amen. Audio in thanks for watching Holy Motivation YouTube channel. May God bless you. Amen. If you love God, message, please subscribe Holy Motivation channel. Thanks.